Okay, okay. All right, so this is the season 1 trailer. Yeah, there's that sound like Polyphia. I don't know if it actually is. These effects are so sick on the Ahri. There's like, what does it say when it pops up? 1,000 points. Dude, I think this is my favorite skin though. This skin is so fire. Oh my god. The Blitz skin. Holy shit. Oh my god. It's so perfect too. The pixel heart. The KO effect is so sick. I think it's one of my favorite KO effects. If it also like, I actually don't like some of the custom KO effects where it like takes longer for something to happen. I like when it says KO and then they die. So I hope this one will be the same pace.
The sooner we book them, the sooner we get to tea.
That's a fire line. I can't wait to play this character. Ooh, this is a crazy route.
Not on my watch. Headshot.
Bro, this dance is too funny. Imagine beating someone and then hitting where is it? Where is it? And hitting this. Oh yeah, this skin. Yeah, I play with this skin. I like this one because it has a different hat. Not my favorite skin ever, but it's a good skin. Has a different looking shield too. Yup. This Ekko skin works so well with him. I'm an Ekko stan, but come on, bro. Oh, the Chroma Crash KO. Oh, and there's the frame perfect one. I'm a little disappointed because this is only Ekko and Ahri so far. I hope they add more. But I mean, they are like the 2 most popular character. And these do look sick as fuck. I like the Ahri one the most, actually. Maybe it's because Ekko has like a similar looking one, but the Ahri one with the pants looks so fire. I'm definitely buying the frame perfect one because it goes back into prize pools. So basically, I'm just investing my money as long as I win. Dude, why does it... Darius has so many good skins, man. They want me to learn this character. This one is really good. It's not quite as good as the Crime City, but it's probably the second best. Jinx skin is fire. Oh my god, he's so cute. I love this color palette too. I hope they add more of this color palette. Like a little pale color-wise. Not super saturated. Dude, he has... I can't get over it. Is this Prescent mushrooms? This might be annoying to play against. They look so different from mushrooms. They look like way bigger. The heart effect. Oh my, dude. Why do they have to kill Teemo balance patch-wise? Oh my god. He's so cute. And BMO Ahri. Oh yeah, dude. One of the developers talked about this. That the bee on his face goes crazy during the super. That's really cool, dude. Like even skins like this that aren't like mythic skins or whatever, still have custom super effects. I think that's really cool. You like in other games that would be only for the most expensive one. Oh, dude, I can't wait for this shit. I'm gonna be this every day, just like in training mode, waiting for the ranked scene swap. Oh my god, what the fuck? Wait, how much did you guys miss? How did I do that? So, yeah, okay. Yeah, so training mode update. This one's so huge, man. Oh my god. I'm happy you guys can finally see this shit. When me and Noon first saw this, oh my god, dude. Like, we were just screaming. Like, what the fuck was this? Improved rank progression. Wait. There's 3 levels of master? Is that how it works now? Isn't that how it already works? That there's 3 levels of master? I hope they improve the way rank works at high level. It's really broken right now to where if you're at the top of the leaderboards, like I'm number 1 and I've played number 2, even though if I'm number 1 and I have 1,000 LP over the second best player, if he wins a game, he gets 3, and he loses 10. And so if we trade games, we go 1-1, we both lose 7. So what that means is that since you can dodge in ranked right now, you're actually incentivized to never play against someone that's good, because as long as you dodge the people on your like skill level, then you don't enter into any of these games where you're gonna affect on average lose LP. Obviously you can win 2-0. But there's no incentive to play strong opponents right now. Oh yeah, and all the other skins. Cool trailer. I like this art too. Dude, look at Bebo. Oh, he's so cute. This trailer was so much better than the previous trailer. They released. Even though that trailer had like me and other people in it. Oh, there's another thing.
Training mode.
Now you can training. Okay, let's just watch.
2x KO on console. In response to popular demand, you're able to hop into training mode and lab directly from the ranked lobby. While you're training in the ranked lobby, go to the settings page and you can queue for a match directly from this menu. We're releasing a brand new champion, Caitlyn, who can be unlocked for free through her recruitment event. We're updating some core systems around projectiles and assist collisions.
Oh my god, dude, look at this shit.
We're updating some core systems around projectiles.
The projectile just disappears.
And assist collisions to make them less oppressive.
Oh, this one is huge. This one's huge. They didn't announce this in the patch thing. When you parry assist, see, you just run past it.
As well as balance adjustments for
which means parrying assist is like way bigger of a deal now. It's way more important to parry assist now.
Adjustments for everyone in the roster. We squashed a lot of.
Wait.
In the
What?
roster.
Does this show the new change?
Balance
Oh,
adjustments
she jumps less high.
everyone in the roster. Balance
That looks
adjustments for everyone
crazy.
in the roster. We squashed a lot of pesky bugs. Lastly, we've got a bunch of dope cosmetics coming this season. Good luck, have fun, and remember, don't be sad if you're free, because 2x KO is too. 2x KO.
Okay, that's a pretty fire tagline, actually. Oh shit, bat notes are up. Where are they? Where are they? Oh my god. All right, here we are. Patch note day. Let's see what's new. Okay, here's the image. New champion. Buffs to Blitzcrank, Braum, Darius, Jinx, and Vi. I wonder if Jinx is actually buffed though, considering the projectile nerfs. Adjust Illaoi. Okay, so she's not nerfed or buffed. Ahri, Ekko, Teemo. They should double nerf on Teemo, bro. Champion recruitment, expert trials. Oh, there's new expert trials. That's sick. New stage, training mode and ranked. Okay, make a bundle. Okay, official launch 2xko. Kick our competitive season. Yeah, it's gonna go down from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Okay, so at 5 p.m. I'm gonna have a video out with the Caitlyn stuff that I recorded when I got to try early. Caitlyn, sick as fuck, obviously. It's the move list. We went through all this before. Okay, so you can immediately buy her with a champ token, 1,000 KO points, or the Ultra Pass Battle Pass bundle. Huh, okay. That's pretty fair. 1,000 KO points is like equivalent of like $9, I think. Or like 9.5 or something. But one champ token, like if you bought the bundle like I did with Arcane, I think I have like 10 champ tokens or something. And then after 3 weeks have passed, Caitlyn will become purchasable for 10,000 credits. You can also unlock it for free during a champion recruitment event, which lasts for 3 weeks. Okay. We'll look at that later. That's like omega fair monetization, in my opinion. Especially because, remember, you can lab these characters without buying them at all. Right? You can play them offline without buying them at all. And even if you want to play them online, you can actually just make a new account and use your 2 champ tokens that you start with to just play like that. If you're not sure if you want to buy them or if you're waiting for the, unlock event. Okay, so console launch. That means shit. I need to set up my console. Can stream on console. Try that. There's trophies with PlayStation Plus. You can earn a special chroma. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, you can also buy it with credits. Oh, that's fair. Nice. Okay, we're bringing back some of the content that will be available during early access. Deals coming later patches. Okay, that's nice that the console players will be able to get back, but not right now, I guess. There's crossplay. You can just use the same account. Perfect. You don't need to pay. PlayStation Plus is needed to play online, right? No? Do you not even need PlayStation Plus to play online? Ranked lobby training mode. In the ranked lobby, you can now walk to an empty cap and interact with it to enter training mode. While you're there, you can queue for matches from the training mode pulse menu. After you finish a match you join from training mode, you can return directly to training mode after your set ends. Oh, that's so fire. Oh, not for free games? Okay, okay. Yeah, I wonder what the PS5 color is going to be. Maybe it's black and white? I hope it's like a blue and black color, like usual. Chamber recruitment events. Okay. You can play games, complete missions, blah, 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 blah. Okay, standard, just like Valorant. Just do the missions if you want to unlock the character. Rank rewards based on title. I really hope they start adding like rank 1 and rank 2 placements and not just challenger, because challenger is too easy for me to get and then there's no incentive to keep grinding. 2 new expert commentators for each champion. Fire. Nice. New weekly and daily missions have been added. System change. We spent the last few weeks trying to cut back on bugs and balancing some interactions that didn't have good or any counterplay. Gotta keep working to fixing bugs as we go. More system changes are on the way with the next champion launch, and we'll have a better picture of what will fall into that patch soon. Oh, that's really good. That they front load all the things. I really, really appreciate that. Yeah, so I think the combo patch is the patch that's going to come next, for example, that they already messaged before. Or talked about before. Projectile rules. We're changing projectiles in a few ways to lower their overall power and help make outcomes clearer. Projectiles often led to no-win situation for the defender. Either hit the champion, get hit by the projectile, block the projectile, and either mix-up. We're cleaning up this interaction to have clearer outcomes. Projectiles now disappear under these conditions. When the champion that fired the projectile is hit by an attack, when the point champion is hit, so this is like slingshot tag, when you tag to the other character. When a throw tech occurs. Okay, so none of these work on VS1, by the way. None of them work on VS1. Oh, God. The following moves are not impacted by this change. All ultimates, okay. So not supers, just ultimates. So Teemo, Fireball, Noxious, okay. Explode on contact. Okay, so Teemo's S2 super still stays. I like that it's not completely universal. It's just more universal. Oh, so Jinx is super, and yeah, both of our supers don't go away. Braum super, his super tag. Wait, poros don't go away on hit? Nah, that's crazy. They're a projectile. What? That's such a weird exception. All tentacle. This one needs to go. Tentacle attacks definitely need to like be changed, I think. Tentacle, like this one is a tracking full screen low projectile. This one and Vias one are the biggest problems of the game, I think. Like I think Illaoi and Vi might be the it's possible they're gonna be the best or at least the most ignorant like characters to use assist tag with or active tag. Projectile attacks that are chargeable now fire automatically when performing a handshake tag. Charging projectile and handshake tagging was particularly hard to interact with compared to physical strikes where active hitbox are a viable option. Offer your decision only to drop your combo to avoid the projectile. Hitting a champion during recovery or firing a mid-air projectile will cause an interrupt. Interrupts result in more damage, hit stun, and break meter. I actually did not know more damage and break meter, just hit stun. If an assist fire multiple projectiles, hitting the point champion will prevent more projectiles from firing. Oh, so the super assist from Jinx, Teemo dart assist, yeah. Ahri's back assist. Ooh, this is a pretty big nerf to Ahri's back assist, actually. I did not think about that. Dude, I can't believe they didn't front this change, by the way. I've been waiting for you I've been waiting to talk about this fucking change. This changes the entire fucking game. You have no idea how the backdashes looked out. We distributed the movement on our fastest backdashes so that they now travel backdash evenly across the backdash. Previously, champions moved much further at the start of the backdash than at the end of the backdash. This slows down backward chain dashing while keeping the distance traveled relatively similar. This is, at least when I play, this was not true, by the way. Like, you are way worse at getting away now. Way worse. Like, movement is much worse. Backwards. It's still viable. The weird thing is that back jump is not nerfed at all. I think it's a really bad way to go about it, personally. I think buffing forward movement is good. I think just nerfing backwards backdashing is weird, especially because back jump, you know, Ahri diving, you know, doing the back dive. Yasuo stance dashing backwards, Vi swaying backwards. These are unchanged. I think that's very stupid, unless they also changed them, and I just haven't gotten to them. I think someone backdashing is a lot more fun to interact with than someone backjumping to begin with. Yeah, we'll see. Universal A-frame jabs are too slow to compete against fast champions, so the slowest standing light in our game will now have a maximum of 7 frames. It's also nice because it means moves can be -8 or -7, and they won't like only be punishable with some characters. So it's Illaoi, Braum, Darius, and Blitzcrank that get a 1-frame buff. Doesn't sound like much, but actually will matter a lot, I think. Even though they still lose the throw. Okay, assist. Hitting an assist wasn't punishing enough. Running away and calling assist is a powerful neutral strategy, so adding counterplay to make bad assist calls riskier. Hitting an assist now costs a 4-second cooldown. By the way, this is 4 seconds after they despawn, and when you hit them, they despawn a little bit slower, especially if you do like a move that like sends them far, because they have to land before they despawn. When an assist is parried, they now lose collision. This, coupled with a previous full screen parry adjustment, will allow you to more consistently punish the opponent when you parry their assist. Yeah, it's a really, really big change. Makes bad assist calls much more punishing. Really good change. Because right now, they body block you, and some characters, like Vi, Ekko, could just like sway or roll past the other character and still get Oki, and other characters could do nothing. Assist UI now appears faster when performing an assist. Oh, wow. That makes reacting to assist way easier. Holy shit. That's like the big pop-up that like shows. Okay, reacting to assists are going to be way, way easier and more punishing. Dead champions should ruin less happy birthdays. Dead champions often contributed to happy birthdays dropping at unintended timings. Now they will disappear as soon as they're hit. No more spell in the party. Okay. So happy birthday combos might not be changed that much, but specifically when the character's already dead, it's very nice. Oh. Wait, what? Activating break will not put your assist on a 2-second cooldown. You still have a small window to handshake tag while your assist is still on the screen with the cooldown. Previously, this only applied when using freestyle fuse. I didn't even know about this. I know that the cooldown came back super fast, but I didn't realize that it was like instant when you didn't use freestyle. Juggernaut fuse buffs. Oh shit. Base health has been increased, so it's now 130% instead of 120. It's more burst, eject power, so snapping is better. Okay, it doesn't matter too much, but nice for those that partake. Level 1 super can no longer be card canceled into level 3 supers. Okay, this is probably some like super abusable thing with this. I've never heard about this before. Guard action, training mode, guard action. When set to push block timing for boss now account for hit stop. You can now lab real world push block scenarios. Thank God. Oh, this is another bug. When set to crouch, boss will not perform retreating guard reversal. Nice, nice, nice. I hope we get more save states. That's the one thing I want for push block. Only having one save state is very annoying. Oh my God, the bug fixes. Okay, bug fixes. Fixed various input bugs that result in neutral jump instead of a forward jump. Okay. I hope they fix the thing where you input back jump and it becomes forward jump as well. Oh, yeah. Literally right here. Fixed a bug where people couldn't go back after locking in their champions while their opponents had the control open in the local menu. Fixed a bug that reverted some core gameplay adjustments when launching the game in offline mode. Yup. That was very stupid. Fixed the bug that caused... Okay, we already went through this. No, caused champions to jump in the wrong direction after being hit by break and very specific. Okay. Fixed the bug where champions were able to perform push assist into an assist while using 2x assist use. Yup. A lot of people did not know this. It was very weird. It was like you had to buffer it and then you could push block and then assist. Fixed the bug while hitting an assist with a sweep at high hit stun will cause the assist to fall indefinitely. Okay, did not see this one. Point characters would no longer warp to unexpected locations after limit strike wall bounce when the assist champion was on screen. Did not notice that one before. Yeah, this one was really big. Double down fuse, fixed a bug that would occasionally make it not activate. This one was super, super frustrating. So you just do Jinx super and then you would just die because you couldn't do like tag. Psychic fuse can no longer perform 2 supers for the cost of 1. Oh, that's a bug. Okay. A variety of training mode bugs have been fixed. Nice. Across all bot settings, setting bot to random no longer performs the same action when loading a save state. Oh my fucking God. This is so fire. Holy shit. That's so good for practicing Oki. You can set them to random like wake ups and stuff like that. Ultimates no longer mess up counter hit for setting for bots. Fix the bug that prevented bots from being interrupted while performing wake up reversals. These are not interesting. Fix the bug where... Oh, yeah. This one happened all the time, too, where the bot reversal actions after block didn't work correctly. There's just so many of the bugs I cared about. Holy shit. Very nice. Okay. We're going Yasuo first. Yasuo continues to be strong in neutral and on offense. To build clear weaknesses for him, we're giving Yasuo more recovery on stand medium and 2M. This is more recovery than other champions have on their medium attacks, but we believe that it's in character for Yasuo to want to take his shots carefully rather than mash and get a full conversion. I like this, by the way, because it makes him like... It kind of creates an identity for Yasuo that he's like laggy, but he's like very strong when he hits correctly. Like, it's basically carving out a weakness because he really needs a weakness, all right, to be able to be designed in a more interesting way. And I think it can like feed to this power fantasy of being like a really precise like samurai that like only swings it when he has to rather than just like woo, 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 right? And this is a really nice buff. That standing medium now has an additional hitbox to hit crush more reliably. With the added recovery of standing medium, this move whiffing on crush would have been devastating outcome for Yasuo. It will still hit standing opponents at farther range than crushes, but will whiff against crushes far less often. Down heavy hitbox has been increased. Yeah, so this one has like a tiny dead angle right now that could cause some weird interactions. You won't notice that it's much bigger. Sweeping Blade hits on ground opponents have been increased by 8 frames. Oh, this is not the... this is just Rekka, right? Not the Rapid Slash. Interesting. So it's a little bit easier to confirm. 5M has been increased by 6 frames. Oh, shit. That means it's going to be like minus 15 on block. 2M, 5. Okay, so right now they're like 30. Yeah, it's going to be like 37 total or something. And I think this one's going to be like 40 total. Yasuo's on-block pressure is particularly strong. To add clear counterplay to medium attack, we want the whiffs to be more meaningful. Yeah, this means that if you push block Yasuo, he might just die. Steel Tempest, S1. Has reduced hitbox close to Yasuo. And now hits farther away from Yasuo. Oh, so this is like slightly worse at like anti-airing, I guess. This consistency stuff, but it's still nice. Oh, this is the bug. This is a bug. Where you could do S1, S1, S2, and then do S1 super after. Worst frame advantage on the move too. Oh my god. This is, I think, the 5th time we have to change the Oki after this, by the way. This might make it worse on some extensions too. Yeah. Okay, so jumping JS1, 2. Counter hit recovery. Increased size of the throwable area. It's now easier to throw him. Lower hitbox is now removed after 6 frames. I wonder how that looks in gameplay. Yeah, you probably can't do 5-8 charge Oki. Gale Blade, setting Gale. So mid-air S1 to S2. Now pushes the opponent less far on block, so it's going to be more unsafe too. Oh, this one is really big. His assist can now has a hurtbox behind you also. It's really hard to hit right now. So jabbing and assist frame trap is going to be much more rewarding now. Pulse combos, who cares? Yasuo's aerial collision pill would now match the other champions. Combos will no longer drop specifically Yasuo. Fix the bug where Yasuo will be idling in calm stance. Oh yeah, if it died, he just aura farms. The first instant of S1 super could not KO an opponent. Okay, this is a nice bug fix. This happens surprisingly often. People said this was a feature, but it's not. Oh, this one with like turbo spam, like the judgment cut in the air. Fix the bug that prevented assist character's super assist from coming out when using Stormbreaker S1 super one side. Okay. Oh, and the super sometimes didn't work on Happy Birthday. Dude, they fixed so many good bugs. Holy fucking shit. No, I think S1, S2 is worse because you're further. I think. We'll see. Yeah, this was some pretty big nerfs. Definitely some significant nerfs that I did not see, right? It wasn't just 5M and 2M. But, I mean, he's still going to be very good. But the biggest nerf you guys did not know about is that Yasuo specifically gets nerfed backdash-wise. This means more than, say, Warwick and Vi. Because obviously Yasuo's playstyle is setting wind wall and playing at range. And he doesn't have the air movement that Ekko and Ahri do, right? So Ekko, Ahri actually suffer a lot less from backdashes being worse because they can just jump back. Whereas Yasuo has a good jump back, but it's not quite on the same level. This also incentivizes Yasuo to use way more stance backdash, which I really like because that just feels more intentional and more unique to him. So I think these changes are very, very good. I think they will have a bigger impact than people think. If you think Yasuo is like an auto win at all levels, if your name is Chris G or Supernu, you're not going to be happy about this. But I think it will actually make sense once people actually learn to lab these other characters like Illaoi, Darius, Vi, that actually are a lot better than people know right now because no one has really been picking them. So I think just enough for people to explore these other characters. I think, you know, maybe some more nerfs to Yasuo with the combo patch. And I think he could actually be in a good spot. I still think he's top tier right now, to be clear, but I don't think it's as far away from being top tier as people think. Mainly because people right now play really bad versions of the other characters because no one has really labbed out the less known characters like Warwick, Vi, Darius, Illaoi, you know, Braum, Blitz. So as those characters get more players, they will also become better because people can steal more tech from each other, and then I think we'll be a lot closer. Let's look at Ekko first, actually. The Wonder Child. Ekko continues to be a monster in the meta. To reduce power of its offense, we're drawing a line in the sand. Ekko can no longer cancel Faith Throw into replay. Yeah, this is so broken. Buffs. 3L hit stun has been increased by 2 frames. It was now 13 frames and now 15. It pushes them less far on hit. Yeah, I think this is only quality of life so that you can do 3L, 5L. Oh, running H. Increments combo scan only by 1. So it might actually be good now. Oh, here are the nerfs. Can no longer replay after the Faith Throw attempt. We found that the on-block pressure this gave Ekko was problematic, and having no commitment strike throw didn't align with Ekko's champion fantasy. For both reasons, we're cutting this in directions. Standing medium has been slightly decreased. Ooh, that's a good change. His stand medium is like the best in the game right now. At least for his archetype. Flip it. So overhead hit stun has been decreased on interrupt. Oh, yeah, you could do 5M before, so now you can only do 5L. That's a pretty big change if it means that sometimes you won't be in range of 5L. First hit of Mega Time on the Super now causes damage scaling. Okay. So this reduces overall damage of stray hits. So this probably only matters if you start the combo with Super, basically. Or like you do Helm Break into Super. Probably does not matter much. The ultimate blocks has been decreased by 6 frames. Oh, this is so nice. Yeah, it was so hard to punish before the level 3. Dude, they're addressing so much in this. Chrono Break, you get less meter if you do break. This basically does not matter much though, because usually you have usually have super active when you do this move multiple times. So this is an omega tiny nerf. Bugwick says, oh, this is actually a huge nerf, by the way. The Time Winder Super is now parryable and it goes away. Okay. Yeah, so Ekko is definitely the best character in the game still. Or like, okay, Ekko is definitely way less nerfed than Yasuo. He didn't get any assist nerfs. He didn't get fucking increased lag. He got like a tiny bit on 5M and not doing one of his replays, and that's it, basically. A little bit more scaling. I think this bug fix might actually be his biggest nerf. Funnily enough. The fact that frame trapping with Super is worse. Although, it would be the same if it's mid-screen, or if it's cornered, right? So in the corner, the Super stays in the same spot. No, Ekko still has install Super Oki. Which I think he should keep, by the way. But it maybe should not be as strong as it currently is. Okay, let's do Ahri. I don't even want to look at Teemo, man. Ahri's a strong performer in the meta. this patch, we're primarily taking a hit at her aerial and grounded runaway. Mid-air Foxfire Blast no longer refers to Ahri's air dash, and her backdash has been slowed down to make chasing her more reliable. Damn, okay. Mid-air Foxfire Blast has now custom hurt box. Mid-air Foxfire Blast and Foxfire Leap. So S1 to S1 are now in interrupted state during recovery frames. Oh yeah, okay. So this is just like when you start Fireball on the ground and then you continue into the follow-ups. Okay, so back assist is worse now because of the projectile rules adjustments. Yeah, I didn't think about that. Oh, this is a nice change. The Spirit Rush is no longer considered an aerial attack and can no longer be anti-air. Why did this note not exist on Ekko and Yasuo? Because they're also nerfed backdash speed. 5M range should be slightly decreased. How are they not nerfing your S1 super, by the way? Please don't tell me it's something like, oh, her S1 super is her Q. Is her Q in the fucking game, so she's supposed to spam it. Okay, bounce is now airborne a little bit later. This means it's worse for a throw bait too. Unless they move the hurt box, I guess, which maybe could have done. I think they just forgot it in other notes. Spirit Rush assist, hurt box has been increased. Spirit Rush assist can now be hit for more steadying effects. Okay. Up forward Spirit Rush has been increased by 2 frames. It was 36 and now 38 frames. Now it's more hit stun scaling and applying combos. Increased hit stun on up forward allows it to combo against Warwick more easily in Ahri's core combos in exchange for applying more hit stun scaling to up forward Spirit Rush. So the combos after the launch will have similar hit stun. Okay. So they made a really smart change to just make it so she can combo Warwick, basically, I think. I think actually the thing they should have done is adjust Warwick's collision. Because Warwick's collision is bugged in like 10 different ways. This is actually something I brought up to them at the event. Because I showed in another way that you can cross up Warwick on Wake Up and he will teleport out of the way. Out of the way from like a light. So lights just whiff. Mid-air Spirit Rush, no. Oh, okay. So the mid-air one is also better versus Warwick. So it's like double fixed. Okay, let's go Teemo. Hit me. We accelerated most major Teemo nerfs to our previous balance patch, and we're seeing positive outcomes from these changes. Teemo's still performing, but it's not dominating. We're shipping the remaining Teemo nerfs that weren't significant enough to accelerate to the previous balance patch. While these are nerfs, they're designed to clean up remaining inaccuracies or outlaws in his kit rather than bring down his power meaningfully. I mean, Teemo is killed by the system changes, not by the individual nerfs, I would assume. Okay, 5 LL and recovery is -3 frames. This does not matter whatsoever because you would whiff cancel this anyway, basically. No, it matters a little bit for neutral, I guess. I don't know, weird change in my opinion. Also not nerfing changing JL, only 5L doesn't do much. 5M block stun decreased by 4 frames? It's what? What is it now? That's going to be a huge nerf. He doesn't have any good block strings already. He already has like the worst block strings in the game. What the fuck? -10 now? Oh my god, dude. That means medium punishable after standing medium. This is so weird. What do you mean? So, it was -4 on block, now -9 on block, right? This is so stupid. What do you mean? So, this is -4, now -9. Didn't align with other champions. Brother, Ekko's 5H is -3. What are you talking about? Bando Sky Patrol, super. Number of darts fired decreased by 1. So now super tag is even worse again. So it does the same damage, but less frustrating. His teleport is now invul frame 4 instead of 2. Another big nerf. The super assist is decreased by half a second. Less mushrooms. Bush fire duration while not making contact with the opponent has been decreased by 2 seconds. It was 4, it is now 2. But wind wall is the same. What the fuck is wrong with the balance team? Why do they hate Teemo so much? You can't have 11 characters in the game and delete a character. We gained Caitlyn and lost Teemo, bro. Fucking organs were transplanted into a cop, bro. They must have really, really hated that Casuals don't like fighting Teemo. Teemo is like very, like, he got no buffs whatsoever. Like, why did Ekko and Ahri get compensation buffs when they're already way stronger than him and he gets nothing? And he gets like 3 times the nerfs and then system nerfs? And it's easier to combo him too. It's only combo. I don't think you can overhead him. This is a horrible fucking patch note list. I wasn't going to play Teemo anyway. Because he was already in the previous patch worse than Ekko, Yasuo, and Ahri, and Warwick, and Vi, and all these characters. Because he's just so bad at comebacks. And they just fucking gutted him and gave him nothing in return. Here's the thing. Even if you think Teemo's toxic, yes, I agree. He should have been changed. But just nuking characters and deleting them without giving them any compensation buffs, or like, you should remake a character. You should reconstruct him. Yes, make him less about projectiles. Make his block strings better. Make his combos better. You know, if you don't want him to stall, make him give other incentives, right? They just nuked every part of his kit. Block strings, neutral, combos, badges, defense, like assists. They nerfed everything about him and gave him nothing. And the sad part is that they did this with Jinx before, and they have given Jinx, like, until this patch, no meaningful buffs. So there's no guarantee at all that there's going to be big Teemo buffs the next week, right? If anything, I think they're going to probably wait until, like, the next character comes out before they meaningfully buff Teemo, since that's going to be when combos change already, and they'll have some time to react to how bad he is now. I don't think he'll be revived ever, though. I don't know how you make a character that is based around projectile staying on hit and hold projectile tag, nerf, and then bushfire, and then you nuke everything he does, give him nothing, and then, like, no new specials. Like, he needs new specials to be made a proper character with how he's made, right? So yeah, it feels like they deleted a character. Like, he went back into the lab, basically. Teemo deleted until further notice. Like, we'll see. Maybe I'm overreacting, but I think he's going to be way worse. Like, Teemo's going to be worse now than the worst character is this patch. Okay, let's look at Vi. Vi got fucking buffed again, man. We're making a significant improvement to Vi by allowing her to cancel charge, knuckle down, footwork into S1 specials. We want to continue to emphasize footwork in Vi's route and her pressure. This will improve her pressure strength when she wins neutral. Also buffing super assist when hitting at ground opponents and taking some away from denting blows. What? Why would you nerf this instead of S1? Okay, if you frame trap with footwork L, it has the properties of fully charged hook. What? Why would you even charge fully charged hook then? Charge mid-air vault breaker damage has been increased by 5. So more damage too on her B&B. Charged Knuckle Down, Footwork to Age can now be cancelled to S1 specials. Yeah, this is a really good rebeat now. Or much better rebeat now, since Footwork L is also better. And this opens up more combo routes too. During the throw animations, a one-go Wrecking Crew, opponents cannot be hit earlier. This allows your champion SS land attacks when the opponent's still airborne. This is a really big buff, by the way, because this means combos scale way less, and it means you can combo without using an OTG assist. It's not for Stand Ventus. I should check that today. Mid-air and grounded Crater Maker increased by 5 damage to... What? Why do we need Vi to do more damage? Mid-air and grounded... More advantageous on air block? What? It's better as an anti-air too while being a full-screen fucking anti-air? Vi is already very good, by the way. They must just think she sucks. Or they love lesbians. And they want Vi, Caitlyn to, like, be the most popular team. Okay. So it's just OTG. It doesn't start fast. It also beats projectiles? Dude, what the fuck are they doing? What the fuck are they doing? Okay. I'm converting to lesbianism. I'm playing Vi after Frosty. Holy fucking shit. They are brain dead. What the hell are they doing? You can't nerf buff Vi this much in the same patch that you nuke backdashing so that everyone has to train crash neutral. And you nerf all the top tiers that keep her down. And then you giga buff everything about Vi. And then you also let her keep S1 tag when you remove every other projectile tag, when it was already better than Slingshot tag if you use Freestyle. Her Super Assist was not horrible. It was hard to use. It's not the same thing. But I'm not going to talk about the Super Assist. It felt bad for bad players. I will agree with this. While Vi will now be lower when performing knuckle down footwork and will now have a hitbox that allows 5L to hit her drinks. Okay, this does not matter. You generally do not 5L this anyway. You parry it or 2H it or jump. Denting Blast causes 2 hits of damage. Okay. It's like... Okay, hurt box on Super Assist has been smaller, I guess. Maybe you can go under it now. Yeah, I mean, I was already labbing Vi today because I already thought without any of these buffs, just the buffs we knew about before, she was going to be broken. And then they got further buffs. Yeah, Vi might be the best character in the game now. Fix the bug that prevented follow-ups out of footwork. Fix the bug that made Vi side swap with opponents while performing longer Wrecking Queue. Oh yeah, this one's already been fixed last patch. Okay, Warwick. I'm interested in this. We're focusing on 3 changes for Warwick. Improving stability, improving bloodlust, and improving unused special moves. Many Warwick's attacks were dropping at unexpected moments, especially against airborne opponents. Improving how his normal special working against airborne opponents, making savage slashes. So, Rekka into super, basically. Easier to combo, making vault flops more consistent. Very nice. They are consistent now if you time them manually, but they're way too annoying for a BMB. And range specific. Many of his moves had an adjustment to launch distance or hit stun. These changes are all minor despite the length of the section, but contribute to a much more stable experience. To help Warwick's offense... This is the same level of change when they buffed Yasuo's offense and they were like, because he was too fair on offense. Overhead and the what? Wrath of the Beast? Is this a cross up? So Wrath of the Beast is this is headbutt, but headbutt you can't do headbutt in Bloodlust. So it's just okay, so the run is faster, but you can only do run from overhead. Or it's Wrath of the Beast, like literally the overhead? Or I mean the is it the actual thing? Like the cross up? It's the cross up. The cross up is better? Oh Lord. Oh God, no. Overhead buffs. Climb Ren, Primal Climber, near the corner. So Wall Cling M is more useful in pressure, and Spinning Slicer. Mid-air S2 gives more advantage. Okay, these are all pretty noticeable buffs. This is gonna mean you're gonna be able to combo more things too from JS2. Consistency normals, improvements normals. 5L hit stun is increased by 1 frame. 5L can now combo into mid-air JL. Oh, okay. That's like a nice route if you realize that they're too high to do like 2H. By the way, 2H is also 14, by the way, which means 5L 2H works on air hit. Another very nice change, because sometimes right now you have to do 5L DP, but now you can do 5L 2H as a hit confirm, like 5L 2H. 5M now launches aerial opponents further. H and charge H has been increased vertically. Okay, vertically, not horizontally. Okay. Both 5M launch distance and 5H changes improve Warwick's ability to combo airborne opponents while grounded. I don't think this is a huge problem or anything, but they should make it better. There might be some new combo routes from this, by the way. Just because some things were like barely not stable before. 2H hits on it increased by 1 frame. Wait. So it was 24 frames, now it's 25. Charge mid-air. Heavy charge time has been increased by 1 frame. It was 12 and it's at 13. Okay, so they want the link, the JH link, to be the same. 2H will not combo into aerial normals more consistently. Okay, that's a really big deal, because a lot of the times this is the thing that makes people drop combos. Like you do hit 2H and then you can't hit JH. This will increase his combo damage a little bit. Like this is usually the difference between one more normal or not, basically. Consistency improvement specials. Dude, Sondo is fucking creaming, bro. His characters got buffed so much. Holy fuck. Primal Leap. So Demon Flip. And if you run and then press up. The jump height has been increased. This makes it... This is going to mean that it dodges more attacks too, which is very good. So down S1 into medium will not combo more consistently when performing cancel mid combo. This is huge. This dropped all the time now. Primal Leap Pursuit. Now launches opponents less high. This does not apply to the Primal Climb. Okay, this is huge too, because this means the mid-screen combo is better. No hit stun increase. You can't do medium. You still have to do 5L, but it's still really big. Rekka slashes are more stable. They often drop at unexpected moments. Increase hitbox size of all of Warwick's swipes. This is just going to make him better in neutral too. Like the move better in neutral. Increase hit stun, so follow-ups can be a delay to adjust routes. Okay. Launched swipe will now launch the opponent higher or lower depending on their position. First hit of mid-air S2 launch has been increased. First hit has also been increased hit stun by 6 frames. This means you can do S2 to S1 super. This is a really big change. Like, okay, it's not huge, but it means at tag launcher, you can, instead of doing charge JH, JS2 super, you can do charge JH, JS2 super, or yeah, JS2 super, which gives you more blood, that's why it matters. It might not sound like much, but that was often the thing that did not let you keep corner and pop at the same time. Final hit of Bloodseeker while in Bloodlust now launches the opponent further. What is Bloodseeker? Is DP? Oh my god, dude, this is a really bit annoying thing. Right now, the DP, like, if you pop Bloodlust, then some combos don't work because of this. Bloodseeker into Primal Leap Cancel. Spinning Slice Emitter S2 is now more consistent. This is going to make his Bloodlust combos much better too. Because they just weren't stable enough right now to practically do for most people. Second to last hit of No Escape super launches the opponent farther. Just stability. Hurtbox improvements. Okay, you have smaller hurtbox when you run, I think. We haven't gotten to the buffs, by the way, yeah. They reduced the hurtbox of the cross-up. Oh my god, dude. Okay, I'm back on Ekko Yasuo, I think. Sorry, Ekko Warwick. 3 age. Block stun has been increased by 3. It was minus 39, minus 8. Has slightly longer range? What? It's already so fucking far. I already do this move in neutral. It's now minus 8, so which means that you're just gonna do this in neutral, and it's not gonna be medium punishable, and most lights won't connect. So if you're not Vi, you can't jab it. No way, dude. It means you're gonna be able to combo it from the the one frame more consistently too, maybe. So Climber, and I think this is this is the medium in the corner. Block time has been increased by 6 frames. Yeah, it's now plus like 9 every time, and it's a bigger hitbox. Yeah, and this might open up some combos or like change the normal here and there because it has bigger hitbox before. Claws of the Beast, while in Bloodlust, now makes Warwick run 30% faster. 30% faster. Wrath of the Beast now travels 50% further. The full screen cross up travels farther now. Goes off screen. It pushes them further on blocked. It's more safe on block too. The second, third, and fourth hit of Savage Lashes. Push them less far. So it's better on block too. Bloodlust forward S2. What the fuck move is that? Oh, the overhead. The overhead, I mean, no, the bite. The bite was minus 5 or minus 8. I never do that. That's safe on block now, I guess. Landing recovery of JS2 final hit has been reduced by 4 frames. It was 24 and now 20. Also, Warwick's force speed after performing the move has been increased. Okay, so it means you can end combos in the corner after tag launcher with JS2 and keep Oki, get blood, and keep corner at the same time. It's now also better for comboing with teammates. This sounds like a small buff, but this might make some characters able to pop from one combo with more assists, and make the ones that already do work on more hits. So for Warwick, it's the difference between popping and not popping, which is really big. No escape. S2 super has been reduced by 2 frames, so it's faster too. The ultimate startup is faster too. Overhead block stun has been reduced by 2 frames. It was -6, so they didn't even make it more recovery, so it's whiff punishable, because it barely is whiff punishable now. They just made it 2 more frames on block. And you can still cancel it to super. And you can still outspace it, by the way. Because you can space Warwick over it, so you can't reach with normals. Okay, the first Rekka travels 12% less far. What? Okay. A less useful tool in neutral and round, so okay. Slightly worse in neutral. But they also gave it more range, so probably not. Super, probably track a Warwick. Fix the bug where infinite duress S1 super will not always connect with the opponent. Okay, this... well, I'll not always reach the opponent. Final hit of Bloodseeker, down S2. Now hits both sides when bloodless. This is a very nice fix. Mid-air S2 now does the same damage regardless of where it hits. I did not know that was different. The ultimate can no longer be anti. I did not know that was a thing. Fixed a bug that caused the bloodless animation to play at the start of the next round. Okay, and okay, these are fucking insane Warwick buffs. Warwick over it still jumps over everything. They didn't fix the infinite, by the way. Yep, they didn't fix the infinite. It's not infinite, technically. Okay, Caitlyn. Let's go Jinx. Jinx continues to struggle against the aggression of the meta, and some of her projectiles aren't being used as often as others. So we nuke them by making them go and hit. We want Jinx to use every tool in our toolbox. Sorry, I'm a little bit salty because they nerfed Teemo and Jinx, who I both play. So improving her underutilized moves. With significant buffs to pow up. Back S1 and Flame Chompers. Trap improvements. Jinx often chose to use other projectiles over Flame Chompers in neutral. We're improving their cover in Flame Chompers and Fly Clappy Fly. Okay, nice. How much though? Total move duration has been increased by 8 frames for Chomper. Let's charge Chomper. No longer causes damage scaling. That's good, I guess. The startup has been increased by 2 frames. Oh, okay. Both startup and recover. Okay. 50. Okay, 4 frame. That could matter, I suppose. It's not big. But not insignificant. Especially some Oki situation will be better. Now it does more damage when it connects in neutral and combos. This applies to the assist as well. Okay, that's nice. Okay, the monkey has only been decreased by 3 frames. Okay, so these buffs matter. You know, they matter a little bit, but not much. Back S1 was undertuned since scale damage on each bullet. Anti-aim with it didn't deal much. It was hard to follow up. It's now more rewarding on hit and has more use in combos. Hit stun increased. Okay, I don't even know how this move works now, and I main Jinx before, so I'm gonna wait for this. Can only be cancelled into fish bones after the 6 ball of fires. 5 age recovery has now been decreased by 2 frames. It was -11 on block and it's now -9. You get super on block. Okay, that's fine, I guess. 5 age hitbox has been lowered to hit crush more consistently. 5M to 5 age work on crush at long ranges. More consistent. Oh, and it hits grounded flame chompers. That's nice. You can do some new sequences with 5 age on chompers. The super has chips less by 40%. This is the only ultimate that gets entire damage on block, so the chip damage is over 2 on this move. Yeah, that's fair, I guess. Tons of Yeah, okay. Her crouching hurtbox is now launched. Yeah, this is a thing I actually found. Or like day 5 of the game being out or something. I told them about this. I don't know if they would have found it normally, but they were not aware of it before, I believe. It was like specifically Jinx, not anyone else. Crouching. Even back when Ekko's crouch was bugged, hers was somehow smaller in some situations. We're normalizing Jinx ground and aerial damage to be equal. 5M. 2M does more damage. Okay, these don't matter. Maybe there's slight damage increases. Yeah, yeah. Oh, but JM is worse. Okay. Bro, like, these Jinx nerfs don't even come close to making up for the fact that projectiles don't go away on hit, or that projectiles go away on hit. They just hate zoners, huh? They hate zoners, they love Warwick, Vi, and big bodies. It's not too much, but, you know, this is, yeah, okay. That wasn't reward for performing difficult combo routes to help encourage more routing decisions. We're lowering the damage on her mediums, improving the damage on her 4+1 with just frame and charge 5H. Okay. Down heavy, down as 1. Tentacles will now spawn at consistent times between handshake tagging or when hit stop, otherwise interrupted. This is now a true block string. Isn't that a buff to JS2? Chomper S standing H is really good right now. If you can get out the traps, I'm sure Jinx is a little bit better. But the problem is right now, Jinx is a support character. And Jinx's support value plummeted. And the times when Jinx can get Chompers out was not the problems. Was not the problem I had with Jinx. It's that she is useless by her, like, fighting. And that now she's going to be worse supporting. So, yeah. Oh, well. I think this... If Caitlyn is good, then this is going to be the second patch where, like, they only let one projectile character be good, and then they nerf the other two. Or other one before, when they nerf Jinx and let Teemo be broken. That's the benefit, I suppose, of having too many of one archetype. Which is that they have 3 zoners now, and now they nuked 2, and then they add another one. Charge 5H was woefully underused. Create more colon combos. I wonder if there's gonna be more or less damage on average. 20 more damage on Just Frame Tentacle. Charge 5 is 20 more damage too. Oh no, 4S2. 5H no longer does damage on second hit. They all lost 5. That's like so insignificant. It's not even funny. Yeah, I mean, there's probably a reason to go for the harder combos now, but I think this is more of these placebo buffs that Riot does sometimes, where this just makes people... This is kind of telling Illaoi players, hey, you guys didn't do the good combo routes. Do the good combo routes, because we're rewarding you a little bit more for them. But the actual good thing about them is probably that they were always better. Illaoi players were just lazy, and there just wasn't that much reason to do it. Teemo is worse 1v1, but his team play is loaded. I would suggest that he is way worse in every single area. Because projectile tag is so much worse. And his assist is worse. Yeah, I mean, for me, like, if you ask me personally, like, I think the Teemo nerfs are fucking horrible. Like, in terms of how much they are without any buffs. And he was already too, like, trash solo, and now he's even worse solo, and then he's also worse together. So, like, I don't know. He's a joke character. He's Lil Wayne, too. In my head right now. It's just sad. It's a character I played and now will never play again, probably. Or for a long time. Even though I've won majors with him, he's not even, like, on my radar to play next patch, which I think is very bad balancing. Like, adding another projectile sonar, removing one in the same patch just means the character competitive play is the same, which I think is what is going to happen. I think every Teemo main will swap to Caitlyn or Ahri or whatever. Let's look at Darius buffs. This is a character that's so underplayed. I can't believe how good this character is already. People just don't know, bro. I've labbed it. This is one of the characters I dark labbed this. To improve apprehend, we're making chargeable. I really dislike adding charge apprehend tag when you're removing projectile tag. Guard crush tag should not be a thing in neutral, and Vi and Darius are gonna be doing it now while removing the other ones. Fireball's also better. I like this change. He really did not feel like a Shoto because his fireball was never used in neutral. Can now be performed sooner after the projectile release, so you can do it multiple times. 2 less startup, 2 less recovery, more hit stun. Oh, so some new combos too. Like essentially 5 frames better for combos. I added with combo things. 5H hurtbox size has been decreased. Oh, hurtbox. Okay. Interesting. It might be Giga just joined now. Office improvements. 5L range, also bigger improvement. Combo improvements. Forward S2 to forward S2. Now charges opponents fall slightly slower. Apprehend to medium. Knockdown duration has been increased by hitting a ground opponent. Okay, so it's yeah, that's really big actually for doing apprehend and then programming the bleed follow up. That being easier is actually a really big deal. Because there were some characters that I labbed last patch where they really struggled to confirm of this because it was just like barely not enough time. Darius is not lacking damage. So we're gentle inner buffs, but still buffing them. Oh. They're making S1... They're making apprehend into bleed better. Generally improving his damage on S1 fall. Oh. Damage to bleeding opponents increased by 10. This 30 chip damage. But what's the block? Oh, it's just this. Okay. All right. It's still more block, but okay. It's not that big. It's only when they're already bleeding, I think. If this applies and does it at the same time, then it's bad. A bad change. S2 to S2 meet again on bleeding opponents. Okay. S2 to S2 damage chip increased by 5 damage. Okay. You don't even do this on bleeding opponents, no, because they can just parry, right? Yeah, these Darius buffs are concerning, especially considering he did not get backdash nerfed like the other characters, like Warwick, Yasuo, Ahri, Ekko, and Vi. Every Darius player right now just fucking sucks, except for Noon and like Light Wisp. I don't even think this character was any bad right now. He's just underplayed. I think so much of the balance in this game is legit that there's too many of 2 archetypes, big bodies and zoners. And this patch is like I don't think it does anything to address that, and I don't think you can address that in the patch, right? So I'm not blaming the patch necessarily. Like, you can't make a big body not a big body, right? You can't make a zoner not a zoner. But I think especially not buffing Jinx's rushdown, not buffing Teemo's offense, it's the same thing as if they didn't make Braum or Darius or Blitz like their 5L and their dash faster. That's why I really dislike with this patch, where like they nerf the zoners in a way to just make them more zoning focused somehow, which makes it even more so that you can't play double zoner. Whereas with heavies, it feels like the heavy person understands that the problem. I mean, this is probably just Reddit, like balancing of Reddit, where it's like, or like player sentiment by bad players, where like the bad players get projectile spammed and they can't get in. But the way it essentially does is that the more you nerf backdashes and the more you buff the speed of slow characters like Braum, Blitz, the more you make it so you don't have to play on like Braum with Ekko, Braum with Ahri, or Blitz plus Ahri, right? Because now you're not too slow with these characters. But I think the problem is that if you don't fix the problem that zoner characters have dog shit offense, you can't pair them with another zoner. Like, zoners can't be paired with other zoners right now, realistically. Whereas heavies are allowed to be more perfect characters, right? The heavies are getting... The Warwicks are getting hella buffs. The Darius is getting the fireball. And Braum keeps projectile staying on hit, right? It feels... It's far from it, but it feels very much like... the game is doing a little bit what Strive did to Nago, where they keep hitting what fast characters do, and then they're like, yeah, fast characters are supposed to have low health, we're gonna give you lower damage, lower things like this. Zoners are not supposed to do this, Axel's JM is too good, you gotta nerf that. And then they're like, but the heavies are bad against zoning, so we have to add like a fireball. We're gonna make Nago's Beyblade cancelable, you know? Cancel his Fukyo. And make them faster, you know, like stuff like that. I hope this is like the end of it. But I don't think it will be. I think we will keep buffing these characters until at some point it will just be train crash neutral with Vi, Braum, Darius, Warwick, stuff like that, where like you only want to move forward basically. I hope I'm overreacting. I very well could be. I have not played this patch like that. I only, you know, like tried out Caitlyn in matches. To help improve Braum's offense, we're making one big change to Braum's kit. No longer loses Unbreakable when performing S2 Super. This will improve his performance in combination with various offensive improvements, such as faster 5L, faster 4 movement, and better hitboxes. 5L startup matters extra for Braum because a lot of the time he was staggering with 5L. And taking your turn versus Braum is very scary when it's unbreakable. Increase for movement speed. Yup. Using S2 Super when unbreakable no longer removes unbreakable. This is a really big buff actually, because it means that whenever you tag launch in Braum, he's always going to be doing ABC. Like he does like wall bounce, 3 more hits, even a max hit stun, and then he can super every time. That's gonna be very scary. It basically means that if you get hit once by Braum, and then again, you always die. Well, not always, but, you know, usually die. Back assist has a new animation. Braum now walks forward, and its duration is increased by 24 frames. Jinx got 3 frames. 3 fucking frames on Monkey. 3 frames. Teemo got 2 frames less recovery on 5L follow-ups. You could take every Sonar buff and add the frames together and it would be half of what he got on his assist. Oh god, dude. I mean, yeah, sure, it is an assist that should feel good. I agree with this. But it also walks forward. So you're gonna be calling the back assist, which blocks. You're going to call the back assist again, which blocks. And then he's like in your face. And you're going to try to hit it when it's ended after 2 seconds of time. And he's going to tag into parry you. Because he's walked all up into you. Braum now faces the opponent when performing its ECC. Okay. Unbreakable, Iceborne Smash, Icicle hitbox is now bigger. It's whatever changed. Consistency. No longer projectile destruction dead zone between charge and release of attack. Okay, I don't. So it means it starts slower. Oh no, it's dead. Wait, so it's better. It's better versus projectiles too. I feel like Braum's just gonna own at lower levels now. Like he's gonna be one of the best characters for lower levels for sure. Because all these changes make him easier to play at low levels too. Like the Darius changes, the fireball change will matter of course, but the main thing with Darius is that most of his changes are mostly high level. Braum is one of these characters who's gonna be like running low level, I think. I mean, they let you do everything. Yeah, you don't have to think to feel any of the improvements of these changes, right? Mid-air 5M has been improved. 6 age, charge rolling door, and one more has been reduced. Really? Okay. I thought these were already very good in because of tag out. Because you can charge these while tagging out. Down heavy and its ECC hitboxes are larger. Tag launcher hitbox have increased, adjusted. Okay, I don't know if that's it's improvement, so it should be better. Damage improvements. Forward heavy does 10 more damage, and you usually get 2 of these per combo. Or like per sequence even. You can do even more. Oh, okay. The follow-up is only increased by 5. Okay. So 15. Unbreakable. Done as 2. Increased by 5. 5L is now better on... What is it now? What are these... Holy shit, dude. This is just 3 frames better because it's also 1 frame faster. 5M and 2M hits have been increased by 2 frames. Okay. They combo into 6 heavy now on ground opponents. 3 age, 4 translation. Translation has been adjusted. It now travels further on the first hit and less far on the second hit. This is fucking huge versus retreating guard. Holy shit. And now buffs are coming. Poros, not only are they special and don't fade away on projectile tag, but they also have more projectile durability. It removes Time Winder and rockets. This is legit. I had not read these. This is legit what I said with fucking Strive, bro. Where they make the big bodies get the Sonar's buffs. they take them from the big bodies and they take them from the smaller characters and give them to the big bodies. It's like, because what they did was that they gave Leo Fireball a better fireball than the Sonar's fireballs. And like high fireball. And he still has them, by the way. For example, they did many of these changes. Is this command grab? Goes farther. That's a very big buff. That's a very fucking big buff with normals also being improved. What were they right now? Okay, great swing, mid-air S2. While not in breaker, can now cause a tumble reaction on ground opponents, punching his behavior. Down S2 recovery. Wait, so it's plus on block now? So he gets unbreakable and stays plus? Brother. Oh, God, bro. And they made him faster and everyone else slower. At the character you have to run from. Because his shield, you can't fucking interact with. And the shield lasts more than twice the time. And you can't shoot projectiles versus him because they fucking go... Ooh. But he can shoot projectiles. You're on Braum duty, bro. Ugh. The thing is, people are still not going to... Many people are not going to play him because people don't want to play big-ass Braum. People want to play fast characters. But the people that do now might just be Thanos. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, do we have any other characters left? Or is this it? No, Blitz still. Blitzcrank is still not quite strong enough to compete at top levels of play. Making up this to the normals and hurtboxes to let them scrap up in neutral. Hurtboxes grew significantly in size whenever they went for an attack. This meant that Blitzcrank would often be punished for pressing buttons, which made blocking and assist calling their primary way to play neutral. Remove many of the extended hurtboxes, made them faster, improve their ground normals. 5L is faster. Also, this matters more for grapplers than anyone else, by the way. Especially for Blitzcrank, because Blitzcrank is not that plus after, like, grapple, for example. Increase forward movement speed. Hurt boxes on Blitzcrank's hands have now been removed from most ground attacks. Okay, I hope that does not mean most of his normals are disjointed. JH is getting better? Oh my... No. No. Wait, it's legs. It's okay. Oh, okay, thank God. Okay. They're still good. They're still better, but not as much better. What's Blitzcrank? What does Blitzcrank do when he does JM? First hit of 2M is now slightly taller. More hit stun. Okay, blah, blah, blah. Blitzcrank is now pushed less far back when performing Wrecking Ball on ground opponents in the corner. Okay, this is going to be very good for assist calls. Because you can do like... You already do Wrecking Ball, then call assist, and then do something else. Wait. Is this the punch, or is this the spin? This is the punch, right? Okay, that doesn't matter too much then. Maybe a combo. Oh, it's Wrecking Ball. Oh my God. I'm brain. Okay. Blah, blah. Okay, whatever. Okay, then it doesn't matter much, I don't think. For a grappler, Blitzcrank had weak standing normals. We're improving the standing normals. 5M hitbox now larger. 5H now travels farther. Okay. 5H running goes over lows. What? Back heavy improvements. Yeah, I never saw anyone use this. This is a good change. Maybe new combo routes because it's 5 more frames recovery. Background hit stun has been increased by some times. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, it's better now. I agree. So the hook is 4 frames more active now. Spinning turbine, forward S2, damage per hit has been increased by 5. Mid-air garbage collection. Dude, these buffs are fucking nothing compared to Braum, and Blitzcrank is already worse than Braum. What? They only improved 1 normal. Or like 5 inches farther, but like it's really only 5M that you're going to be pressing anyway. I guess the hitbox for hands. Yeah, I have to see that in game. But like, yeah, Braum was buffed like 3 times or 4 or 5 times as much as Blitz. Yeah, I'm assuming Blitz is just too good at low level. And Braum isn't, so that's why they felt this. Or Braum player. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, that's all the changes, I think. Are we done? We're on like Okay, quality of life updates. Notification now displays when the game takes unsupported device or devices that are known to cause input issues. Super meter sound now plays less frequently. Oh, thank God, bro. I hope this means that when you reset in training mode, it's not gonna. Bugle taunts now sound more glorious. Some in-game music themes have been updated to the final versions. Warwick, Darius, Brazen Hydra. Oh, I like this song already. Main menu post-match. Interesting. Yeah, the post-match is like almost a really good song. It's almost as good as Marvel 3's like post-match, but it's not as good because like loops too much. I'm interested in this. Avatar sound effects have been improved. Win streaks now persist against lobbies. Oh, thank fucking God, bro. Dude, I did a survey at some point, like a very long time ago, and it for some reason had this note as one of the main things. Like what is your biggest problem with the game? And it was like win streaks not persisting across the lobbies was like up there with like not being able to queue duos with the same person on the same PC or something. It was like insane. Win streaks on reset daily, and on during a living duo. Various optimizations have been made to lobby and spectating performance. Okay, interesting. Yeah, because this one was very buggy right now. Like matches spectating was very bad. The most recent patch. Disconnection penalties are now apply more consistently. Good, because people were definitely just leaving games right now. I mean, they still will, but at least. Unranked players are now marked as unranked or aspirant. Yeah, I think aspirant is a trash title. Unranked makes way more sense. So people actually understand that they're not ranked yet. Player profiles are now display current rank points along ranked info if play match have been completed. Okay. Text-to-speech narrative. Blah, 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 blah. There's now an option to change the input icons in first 5 tutorials. Choose between platform-specific control inputs or choice KO buttons. Light, medium, heavy. Okay, nice. Very good, very good. I always hate when it's like, press triangle. And I look at my fight stick that has no notations, and I'm like, huh? If display options are changed, these settings will now save when leaving and re-entering first fight. Okay. Taunt has been moved down and looks at keybinds. Smart. Social. Add a confirmation before removing a friend to help prevent accidental removes. Remove the countdown time for invitation notifications. Nice. Okay, it's progress bar. Okay. Various improvements to social. I hope it doesn't. If you spam after beating a match, you don't like invite someone to duo anymore. Store. Added a confirmation that needs to acknowledge for unlocking Chroma Pack. All starter editions are displayed as part of Okay, more bugs. Fix the bug where voice lines or sound didn't play during champion intros. Fix the bug where elements like player names were missing during champion select while spectating. Fix the stage lighting issue that sometimes appear during match spectating. This happens a lot on the bar stage. Full screen spectating allows cause the HUD to glitch. Oh, thank God. Yeah, I mentioned this earlier. Fix the bug that would repeatedly show a message to switch lobbies in ranked lobbies. This literally started happening yesterday for some reason. And they fixed it now. Very weird. Fix the bug where numbers on the cabinet queue. Okay. Fix the bug. Okay. Do invites to fail expire early. I noticed this. Movement impossible to finish set. Yeah, I've had this happen. Could disable unlock offers. Did not notice that. Shader quality graphic settings. Language. Mispronunciations. Can they fix the like Japanese voice lines? Because right now, Jinx's super voice line is like 7 times as loud as the rest of our voice lines, and it's super ass. It makes me not want to use any other language. Maybe that's already been changed. I haven't tried it in a couple patches actually. Known issues. Make sure your Riot accounts the same region as intended play region. If they're different, you might experience poor connections in your games. Yeah, this is a really stupid thing right now where in betas, I could go on NA server and get ranked matches. Right now, if I go to NA and I search ranked, I don't get any matches except for people that are from Europe playing an EU server. It's really weird. It's a really, 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 really bad thing. Like, I can't queue NA now, but I could in beta for no reason. And here's the funny thing, right? You might think, oh, it's to prevent like high connection games. No, it does the opposite, right? Because I have 90 ping to New York. So instead of me playing someone there who has 10 ping, it finds another person in Europe who also has 100 ping, and then we play instead. Battle Pass. Yeah, starter pack still on. Arcade Mega Bundle. Starting January 20th. And may be available to purchase through other means at a later date. Frame Perfect Mega Bundle. You can buy it during Frosty. I wonder if that means... I wonder if that means it's going to increase the prize pool. From what I gather here, is this just going to fund the prize pool? So we're not getting more prize pools the more people buy. This is just a way for them to recover it. I don't know. Okay, it's going back. It still comes out before every major event. Ja. Nej, jag ska göra det nu. Jag är alltså klar. Det är om en minut. It's very different though. The wording is very different. If it's like, oh, this is for us to keep supporting, and oh, the more you guys buy, the more people will support. I think the more people buy, the more people will support is what should be the thing. Because that makes people actually buy to support it. What is this picture, bro? February 5th. Oh, that's very soon. I guess that makes sense for Valentine's Day. Dude, it's so crazy we're getting this, and then in how long? Like in what, like March? We're getting another character, or March or April, right? We're getting another character and 3 more bundles for skins. That's crazy, bro. Oh no, wait. Wait. They changed that. Okay, so it's not happening. The next skins won't happen until later, right? Maybe? I don't know, because this is the last skin by February 26th. Which means there's no way they're not going to let... like, let's say the new character launches in March, like end of March. There's no way there's not going to be... They're just going to have B Mega Bundle the entire time, right? They're definitely going to release a new skin with whatever character comes next. Yeah, it's just rank reset, I think. Yeah, so we're getting a gazillion fucking skins. Okay, patch notes. I think these patch notes make me more worried than the preview patch notes. Wait, there's one more post by Yosi. Let me read this before I make my final verdict. Oops. I spent this morning rereading patch notes, and we have a few clarifications. We're off today, but I'll be around to answer some questions. We split the patch notes up to help with readability. Consistent improvements are buffs, and we know that. When hitting an assist firing multiple projectiles, all projectiles will only stop firing if you hit the champion as the projectile is mid-air. So if Teemo is doing dart assist, if the first dart is erased, the second one will be. However, if Teemo didn't fire a dart yet and you hit the point champion, he'll still fire yourself. Okay, this is probably a good change because otherwise projectile assist would just be too bad. Because this is how regular assist works, by the way. Like, you can do physical assists that start after the point character comes out. Down S1 will now have the opponent fall all the way to the ground on counter hit. Yasuo down heavy hitbox is bigger, but only in the space between Yasuo and the forward hitbox. Yasuo's current hitbox has a dead zone that occasionally came up between grounded hitbox, between that ground hitbox and Yasuo. See image for what it is now. And what I'm talking about. We didn't undo the previous patch to make it bigger again. Lol. Warwick has a lot of changes, but as mentioned, most of it is to make it more consistent. Yeah, like this dead angle is like hilarious right now. I also think the patch notes length alone does the buffs we gain Blitzcrank a little bit of disservice. Their normals are much improved combined with the faster dash speed. They can throw down neutral much easier. Okay, that's fair. Yeah, it is really hard when it's really hard to do these things when because of like to get an accurate view from patch notes, because obviously it's really hard to be like, oh, all the normals have no hand hurt boxes, right? This is Bloodlust 6S1. Yeah, so the cross up goes further. Yeah, okay. Overall, what are my thoughts? I like the preview of the patch a bit more than what I see now. I think, obviously, I'm not saying like, oh, it's very bad that they're buffing Braum and Blitz. I think these characters do deserve buffs. I think what they're doing with the Sonars in this game is a tragedy. And I think they're nerfing Sonars much, much, much harder than any other character has ever been nerfed in this game, like Jinx and Teemo. And only Jinx got some buffs. Maybe they make up for it. Maybe they don't. I would suggest they probably don't make up for it, but maybe because Ekko and Yasuo are worse and Ahri are worse, will help a little bit. Yeah, maybe because backdashing is a little bit worse. Jinx can catch people more with dash 5J dash M, I guess. But it's really weird to me that they only buffed the forward movement of like 4 characters or like 2 characters, right? And that they nerfed the backdashes of so many characters, but did not nerf back jump. To me, it feels like that balance change was very much made with a like almost like this is what people complain about the most. But back jump was actually the real problem all along, and every good player knew about that, but people just didn't like. It's more fun to complain about back dashing, I think. It was just a thing, and you also like it's more in your face because when you backdash and you're stalling, you will legit like do like backdash like 7 times before your opponent like even starts moving towards you. So like it feels very irritating to see backdashing. But I think back jump is going to be the new thing. And it already was the thing, right? But even bad plays can hold up back, right? Not nerfing moves like Ekko Helmbreaker, Ahri Fireball in terms of like recovery, you know, Darius jumping hook, all these moves that like are really broke from jump back. Yasuo Judgment Cut in the air. Although I guess Judgment Cut is actually nerfed because it doesn't stay out on hit anymore. It feels very short-sighted when it comes to these nerfs or these changes. I really don't think nerfing backdashes helps anything when it comes to the game. Without also nerfing back jump. I think it just shifts which characters are good at what for the most part. Or at the very least, I don't think it changes it and like noticeably. I don't think it also will feel good to play if you're just going to be very slow backwards. But like for me, there is a max dissonance that can happen, or like the speed difference cannot be too big between characters. If you want Warwick or Vi or anyone to be like super slow back and then they press forward dash and they suddenly zoom, that just like feels really shit for me. Maybe everyone probably has a different like preference for this. Different levels of like how much is too much difference. But I think that's might be a really big problem. Meta-wise, this patch looks like a train crash patch. Every single character that train crashes got basically nothing but buffs, and every character that runs away got nothing but nerfs. I guess the biggest buff is like the Ekko 3L buff, and Ekko's not even a runaway character in that sense. He can run away, but he's not even. I would say the biggest buff a retreating character got was probably the Jinx buffs, but I don't think they will be big enough, personally. It feels like a patch made from Twitter and Reddit a little bit when it comes to some of the system changes like that with backdashing. But on the other hand, I think many of these bug fixes, and I think the projectile thing on hit needed to go, and I'm very happy they did not dilly-dally around. Many companies, like Throw Loops in Street Fighter, would have just designed the entire game around it, like maybe taken out Jinx's projectile or Teemo's projectile, but left the others in. I'm really happy they made this on a system level, and they did it soon, even though it, like, I hate what they did to Teemo, right? Absolute travesty to just delete a character like that, but it is good that they were willing to make sacrifices when it comes to, like, oh, we know charging projectiles plus tag and projectiles staying on hit. We know this doesn't hit everyone the same, right? The actual issue I have with the Teemo nerfs is that they did those system changes, and then I don't know, like maybe the character balances are this different people or something, but they also then nuke these characters like separately. Basically, Teemo was nerfed as if the system changes weren't gonna happen. It feels like. So yeah, very weird changes when it comes to that. But like, I am happy that they were willing to make some really big system changes. There's still obviously a lot left, but very, very good changes, and I think they're just a credit on that. It's also, you know, more patches coming soon. Obviously, there's massive outliers, and I think this is the biggest problem with doing such short patch cycles. Like, nerfing Teemo and not giving him enough buffs because maybe there wasn't enough time. Removing charge projectiles when it comes to Judgment Cut, Slingshot Tag, Rocket, and then letting Darius Hook and Vi S1, who are essentially tag out projectiles, right, stay. Like, this just feels like a glaring oversight. And you know, and I've already talked to every top player, that we know that Vi is going to be broken. We know we're going to have to pick up Vi because she can do the broken thing from last patch, right? This is the same thing when Teemo came out and they nuked Jinx's super tag, but Teemo still has unnerfed super tag, right? And then everyone picked Teemo and abused double super tag, or double down super tag, right? Vi has the same thing, except you don't really have to give up anything to do Vi S1, right? Like, you play Vi, who also got buffed, who's already a top tier character. Whereas with Double Down, at least you have to like pick Double Down to abuse it. And I think these changes would be, maybe I'm naive, maybe I'm wrong, maybe I don't know anything about how they work, but it feels like these things falling through the cracks will happen very naturally because there's so little time for each patch. Hopefully this means that in 5 weeks, we're going to get massive Teemo buffs. But I really doubt that's going to happen, personally. I would prefer, if they were going to do changes like this, to where they nerf a character once and then they were going to buff them 5 weeks later. I would prefer if they just leave that character alone until they're ready to buff them as well, right? I think changing things like this in one patch and deleting characters before 9 days before a major, right? Or even at all, it's just a bad thing. And I think if you're a Teemo player who only plays Teemo, that's not me, by the way, it's like picking up another top tier or quitting the game is the thing you have to do. You can't just wait for the patch to come, right? But yeah, it's definitely a crazy shakeup for Frosty. I'm interested to see what's going to happen. I think a lot of the times, nerfs and changes and patches are not as big as people think. And buffs are often more than people think, which is pretty interesting. Like, you can... Oftentimes, a buff matters more than a nerf because a lot of the time, moves are barely not worth using, right? And then you can start using them a lot, and like you can build a strategy around this move. Especially if some move hits like the critical mass where it's like, this move you can just spam now. Like Vi S1 not, you know, not having projectiles to fight as much makes that move even better. For example, or Vi Overhead now can plus unblock essentially instead of safe. Massive fucking buff, right? But a lot of the nerfs to ways where like Yasuo normals are a little bit worse, or a little bit worse damage, or you know, like Ahri's with air fireball maybe. Some of these nerfs feel like really big when you read them, and then you realize you have like 7 other options, and you just go to the one that is the closest. In fighting games, you're not forced to keep doing the exact same thing in the same spot that was nerfed one patch. In like a MOBA, you're forced to take your skill, right? Like if your ultimate gets a longer cooldown, that always happens, right? But in a fighting game, if you also stand M is nerfed, you can use 5H more, or, you know, play more defensive, or play neutral with another character, or use more protect, you know, stuff like that. So I don't think any character is necessarily nerfed. The only reason like nerfed that much, I think the buffs matter more than the nerfs in this patch, and the system changes matter a lot. That's my takeaway right now on the meta. And I would say as well that the only reason why I don't think this is the case for Teemo is because they're nerfing all of Teemo's best partners, and they're giga nerfing him, and he's giga system nerfed, and he was hit on every single area, right? It's not like with Teemo, you can go from doing slingshot tag to using 5L more, because 5L stays on hit, right? It's not like you can do mushrooms. Instead of using mushrooms, you can instead use bush more, because they also nerfed bush. Like, they nerfed every single part of his kit, which makes it harder to, like, escape nerfs, basically, right? And yeah, also, because assist cooldown will be longer, this also heavily incentivizes rushdown characters, because characters that are incentivized to fight when no assists are on the ground, right? Like, so, let's say for Warwick, right? If Warwick spawns in and he has an assist available, this is fine. His opponent also has an assist. This is still fine. He's not awful, but if you could with Warwick, you would prefer it so the assist did not matter, right? Or did not exist. Because if Warwick doesn't have an assist and Teemo doesn't have an assist, now suddenly Warwick stomps Teemo, right? Instead of like losing heavily. So some characters matter, like the assist cooldown matters much, much more for some characters. And a lot of the characters that want to rush in, Vi, Warwick, Darius, Braum, Blitz, these are characters that do not do well when assists are frequent. So making them disappear more, making parry punish them harder, making the cooldown longer when you hit them, all these things really, 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 really matter. Oh yeah, this is a good post. It seems like the next character is dropping March 30th. I think they leaked this by accident. We previously communicated that the Frame Perfect bundle will be available through Season 1, but with the season timing changes we announced last week, Frame Perfect will go back into the vault after March 30th, our previous Season 1 end date. We're still planning on bringing it around for each major event. So the key here is our previous Season 1 end date. Maybe they moved up the character, but it wouldn't make sense to just remove a skin without adding another skin, right? Which probably means they're adding a skin for whoever the fuck is next.